What's going on, everybody? Matthew Moniz here. It is 4 o'clock. It is Friday. I'm sure a lot of you are just getting home from school, had busy days. It's been a crazy week because school's back, and a lot of you people out there are probably really upset. Actually, a few of you that I've talked to in my Discord server, shameless plug, said that you're happy to go back to school. I don't know why you'd be happy to go back to school. I don't know. Maybe there's a girl you want to talk to. Maybe you haven't seen your best friend Jimmy for a long time and you want to catch up and talk about summer. All right. Enough chit chat. Who's in the chat here today? But before I begin, I got to introduce the one and only Ash Taylor.
What's up?
Okay, that was exciting. Exciting hello there. Thank you, Ash.
I'm back for a quick live stream.
Yeah, that's what she said.
So what you got there?
All right, Tom the Tech, thank you so much. You're the man. Congratulations on getting your Xiaomi Mi A2. It's a beautiful, budget-friendly smartphone that the reviews have been great. It seems like a great phone. But we're not here to talk about phones today. What's going on, Nayland? Thank you. Billy's back from school, and he thinks he's cool.
Mikey,
we have Officer Briggs
wants to ask something quick. Go on, Mikey. What's up?
What's up, Mikey? What do you want to ask? Go, quick. We've got to start this. I'm excited to finally finish studying this year. Well, congratulations, Mike. I would be too.
Mike, but
nonetheless. Okay. Well, let's start this. Today, we have another laptop. And this is a laptop that you guys actually requested on my Discord server. So if you want to request something, that's the best place to reach me. Discord.gg/MattMoniz. Be there, or be square. But that's where you can talk to me. That's where you can request products for me to review. And this one right here in this box is the HP Pavilion Gaming laptop. A lot of you guys asked me to review this. It's a laptop that's not getting enough coverage. And that's what I'm here to do, is to save you people from the coverage you're not getting. So let's just jump right into the box. And as you can see, because this is a budget gaming laptop, the box is nothing special. So first and foremost, we've got to get the trusty knife. And I suck at unboxing stuff. I think I just cut the laptop in half. All right. Yes, if you have any questions, hit me up on Discord. Tom is linking that beautiful link in the description or in the chat room right now.
So people want you to test a display fan noise.
Display fan noise. Well, I got everything here to test everything. Okay, so this is the laptop.
Yes, David, this is live. Live.
We got some instructions.
Mikey got back to us with this question.
What was this question?
A very specific question. It's, he says, the Chafon multi-plug cable.
Yes.
I read on Amazon it's able to support 2 amps of current, so theoretically it won't work with, QC2.
No, it will not work with QC2, but it's just one of those cables to have in your bag that charges everything for convenience. It's not the most efficient in terms of charging your phone or product the fastest, but it's very efficient just to have all those cables with you, never having to worry about carrying a bunch of them. Okay. So quick startup guide and setup instructions.
Know the specs. What are the specs of this laptop?
Okay, so this is a 15-inch gaming laptop. Just want to check out the plug first. So this is a very small plug. This is why you buy weaker laptops for gaming, so you can get a power adapter this size. Like carrying this in your bag is such a joy compared to like the big bulky power banks that you get on more powerful laptops. So this is a 15-inch laptop. It has an i7-8750H processor, 16 gigabytes of wonderful RAM, and a 128 gigabyte SSD, and a 1 terabyte hard drive. And the GPU of choice in this bad boy right here is the GTX 1050 Ti, because it makes me cry. All right, taking off the plastic.
People really like your shirt, by the way.
Thank you. This is, I don't know if I'm allowed to say, because OnePlus might get sued by Amazon for dash charging. They have to change the name. They might be changing it to warp charging or really quick, super fast charging.
Vassal says he bought this laptop and the only thing he could say is that it has massive overheating issues.
It seems like the story with most laptops these days. So this is the bottom of the laptop, and as you can see right away, at least based on my first inspections, is that it resembles a lot of the Omen line. It looks like a very bare bone Omen. Quite honestly, I actually think this laptop looks nicer than the Omen 15. It is super clean, and I like clean things, especially when it comes to gaming, because half the gaming laptops out there look like they're going to murder you while you take a pee. All right, so 15 inches, IPS display. Whoa, I actually dig it. I'm digging this. We got a metal deck. We got a, I think this is metal. Ash, touch
plastic.
this. Touch that.
I can see it's plastic.
No, you need to touch it. Okay, Ash touched it. He says it's plastic, but I think the deck is actually metal.
So Alpha Reed wants you to say hi to him.
Alpha Reed, hello. Thank you for being here, buddy. What's the Discord? Sorry, the Discord is discord.gg/Matt Moniz. So based on first inspections, it looks a lot like the Omen 15.
So what's the price? Says.
So this one, okay, so
Sagara.
you can buy this in tons of different configurations, spanning all the way from a GTX 1050 starting in the low 900s, all the way up to, I don't know, 15 or 1600, depending what you spec with. This specific model, I believe, retails for $1149 US dollars. So that's equivalent to about $3,459 Canadian, plus a couple of your kits. Just saying.
Is Ahmed asks, is the 1050 Ti the only option?
No, I believe there is a 1060 version, and I also believe you can get this display in 144 hertz. The one on this panel right here is in 60 hertz configuration, but you can buy it with 144 hertz. So I just want to point something out. The top of the deck here, this speaker grill system is kind of interesting. I mean, it's hard to see on camera. I don't know if you, maybe if I bend it like this a little bit, but there's like these little indents that go inside. I don't know. It's kind of neat. It reminds me of, what are those Star Wars ships, the bad ones?
TIE fighters.
The TIE fighters. Kind of looks like little TIE fighters on the top of your... See, what did I do without Ash? I'd get every Star Wars reference wrong.
So Romeo says, what do you think of HP overall? And Our Shattered Legacies says, oh, Pavilion. Saw the green one early on. Looking forward to your first impressions.
Thank you. Thank you. So I think HP's had some really big issues with cooling their laptops in previous years. This year, they're getting better. I think they're much better than they've ever been, but I still think they need a little bit of work. I think the Omen 15 is really great. It does get it a little bit hot, but then again, so is every other laptop these days. But it's HP's best gaming laptop in terms of cooling they've ever done in a little while. This one I'm not so sure. Like I said, I got it powered on. We're going to test it out. We're going to do some preliminary tests. And if you want to see frames per second, gameplay, heat management live, follow me on Twitch. It's this Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to be gaming from this laptop live on Twitch. Next question.
So we have a couple of viewers from all around the world. So
well, thank you for being here, people.
Mr. Hazim, it's 4 a.m. in Malaysia. He says hi.
Hello, Najim.
We have Bach, 3 a.m. I'm not sure where he is, but, you know, 3 a.m. Okay, so some questions. Ban Lloyd, it says, does it have small bezels?
I mean, look, you can see for yourself. What do you think? I think they're pretty. I mean, they're not tiny, but they're not bad for a gaming laptop. I mean, the bottom has a thick part, but it's acceptable. I don't think they're super thick or anything. So yeah, good bezel size.
Jojo says, this or the Dell G7?
Well, again, this is a budget gaming laptop. I mean, the Dell G7 is kind of mid-range, so obviously I'd rather have the Dell G7. Oh, hello, Cortana. Are you really? I'm going to meet you. Okay. Yeah, the Dell G7 is obviously a better laptop. It's a mid-range laptop, and you can get it with slightly better specs. I think there's an i9 version of it right now. I'm very curious how that is cooled.
Okay, people going crazy.
All right.
Do you want to remind them what the price is?
$1150 for this specific model, but it goes lower than that if you don't want a 1050 Ti. You can buy this with 1050. You can buy it with a 1060. So you have those options as well.
Mr. Carby says, what about the ports?
Okay, ports. Thank you. I forgot to mention that. So while this is setting up, let's go over the ports. So on the left-hand side, we have two USB 3.0 ports, a Noble lock,
or in other words, a Kensington lock.
Or Kensington lock, depending on your mood. And on the other side, you have your barrel connector to power the laptop. You have a USB Type-C port. I don't think it's Thunderbolt 3, but we will find out very shortly when we get into Windows. Another USB 3.0 port, an HDMI port, and a full-size RJ45 jack to hook it up to a LAN. And you also have a barrel connector, not a barrel connector, sorry, your headphone jack to hook up a microphone. Or your headset, sorry. No ports on the back, and no ports on the front.
Okay, some comments. Looks pretty small. How's the heat management?
So again, like I said about 5 seconds ago, I don't know how the heat management is, but I'm expecting it to be very similar to the HP Omen 15, just because so far, based on my first look, it looks pretty close to it.
Jordan says, is this in 4K? This stream? No. The laptop?
No. Laptop is 1080p IPS. And we're going to do a display test. We're going to see how color accurate displays. In my feeling, it's going to be the exact same as the HP Omen 15 60Hz version.
Russell carries on, says it's a very nice laptop, and you can help the thermal throttling by undervolting with Intel XTU. It also has IR face recognition.
Yes,
and
it does.
It's very fast. He says try it.
I'm going to try it, and we're going to try it for all of you because you guys deserve the best. Deserve the best.
What's the keyboard like? Says Ban Lloyd. Sorry about the name.
Dear Ash, this keyboard feels decent. It has very decent actuation. I'd say about 1.4 millimeters of travel distance. And it has backlighting. Does not have RGB though. It's probably one color. It looks like to be green or white, depending on after I set this up. It's a decent keyboard. It's nothing special, but it's not terrible. I've used worse on a gaming laptop. Like the MSI GF63, terrible keyboard.
What's the graphics card?
1050 Ti. Oh
What
shit.
about the speaker?
We're gonna do a speaker test, but it looks like the speakers are top facing. Yeah, they're top facing, which means it should sound better than most laptops with bottom facing speakers. But these speakers are fine-tuned by Bang & Olufsen. So all that means is Bang & Olufsen has done some of their equalization on the speakers, but the speakers themselves are not made by Bang & Olufsen.
Mr. Hazim says, is the hinge good?
Let's find out. Let's do a little flex test. So, I mean, you know, there's a bit of flex, but it's nothing too dramatic. Hinge feels okay. I mean, it's not the best, but it's fine. I'd say it's fine. Okay, so it does have Windows Hello, which is fantastic. I love any laptop with Windows Hello. Being able to log into your computer using your face or your finger is just a nice little touch to get into your computer much quicker than typing in a password. I know it sounds lazy, but trust me, when you're logging in and out of your computer all day, it's a beautiful thing.
Mr. Jensen says, what's your Twitch?
My Twitch is twitch.tv/Matt Moniz. Tom will link it in the chat because Tom is the moderator of this chat and he's the best.
On that note, Tom says he hates HP now because someone's HP corrupted his external SSD.
Really? That is unfortunate, Tom. We were going to find this guy and we're going to have a little chat with him.
So Zachary asked, does it have Windows Hello support? It does.
It does. I just set it up right now using my beautiful face.
Raphael says hello from Texas.
Howdy. Howdy from Texas, Raphael.
John says, do you think that this PC so far is good value?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, like, you know, again, I don't want to say yes or no right now because I have to test it out. I have to do a full review. But, I mean, the price is like, the problem is this is $1,150 laptop, and there's other laptops at this price that offer a little bit more value. So let me review this first. And here's the weird thing about the HP Pavilion Gaming laptop. They're being sold by third-party retailers. So my feeling is that this is a SKU made for third parties and not a SKU directly from HP. Like, I don't know if you can buy this directly off the HP website. Okay, I'm going to skip this.
Okay, so is this better than the Wi-Fi 30?
Technically, yes, because this has a better processor inside of here. The Wi-Fi 30 is using an i5, but you're also paying less for the Wi-Fi 30. So you have to keep that into consideration. But if it's,
go on.
No, I was going to say there's new Wi-Fi 30s coming out with slightly more powerful processors.
What's the display resolution?
1920 by 1080 IPS.
What's the battery size?
Battery size, I do not know. Once we open it up, we will find out.
What's the viewing angle?
The viewing angle, my guess, is probably, I don't know, 120 degrees. That's just a huge guess.
All right. Hello from the Maldives.
Hello. What? Maldives? Oh, man. What I do to be in the Maldives right now. That place is beautiful.
Zmad.
Ash, do a face reveal.
Yeah. Well, it's a bit awkward right now. PUBG Gamer says HP Pavilion or Omen.
HP Pavilion or Omen. Well, the Omen is their higher end brand. So, I mean, like, if you want a little bit more finesse, I'm guessing the Omen. But, like, to be honest, based on first inspection so far, this looks pretty close to the Omen. I mean, the Omen just seems to, like, have, like, a lipstick job. Face job.
The Lemon Doom says, which is thinner, the GF63 or this?
Oh, the GF63 is much thinner. It's lighter at 4 pounds, easier to carry. And yeah, if you're looking for like a super portable gaming laptop, definitely the GF63 is much lighter.
Kartix
probably about 5 pounds.
Gives you a compliment. His question is, what type of material is this?
So as stated earlier in the video, everything is plastic. I think the deck is metal. Ash, have a touch. You think the deck's metal? Feels like metal. I mean, it could be wrong.
I mean, I think it feels like plastic.
Okay. I think the deck... Okay, maybe it is plastic. Yeah, okay, fine. It's plastic. It's all plastic. I think it might be metal, but I could be wrong.
Zering GT says, can he get a high?
Hello, Zering GT.
All right,
okay.
People saying hello from their respective countries. Slovenia, Netherlands, Slovenia again, Goa, India, South Africa, Bulgaria,
Jesus, we got a full worldwide live stream going on here.
and then some dude from Wakanda, of course.
What? Nice.
Belgium, Morocco.
So first thing we're going to do is, well, first and foremost, thank you everyone for tuning in no matter where you live. I do appreciate it. But the
Such
first
a
thing
cool
we're going to do, sorry?
Such a cool audience.
I know, this is amazing. This is the most diverse audience ever. It's like Toronto. It's the best. So the first thing we're going to do is install the display calibration tool. Because, you know, let's just get that out of the way, see what this display can do. I have a feeling it's going to be exactly like the 60 hertz version of the Omen 15. So I'm not expecting 100% sRGB. It's probably going to be around like 64. That's my guess. And Adobe RGB is going to be around. Do you guys hear the dog? Do you hear that dog? Damn dog. All right. So first things first. Display.
Wow, so many amazing countries.
Portugal. We have a Portugal in the house.
Mexico.
Got my brothers in the
Hungary,
house.
Morocco.
India price
Somalia.
spec. So I already repeated the price. It's $1150, but for those tuning in, this is a GTX 1050 Ti, an i7 8750H, 16 gigabytes of RAM. And of course, we have 2 hard drives, one SSD, 128 gigabytes, and the other one is 1 terabyte, 7200 RPM hard drive, I think, or it could be 5400, but it's one of those two.
We have people from Zimbabwe. How cool is
What? Zimbabwe? That's amazing. Man, I'd love to visit half these countries.
So, ZMAHD says, how is the Key 2 giveaway going to work?
Not in this one. I'm gonna be doing the Key 2 giveaway because I messed it up in the other live stream, so it's not really fair. But I'm gonna be sticking it in another video properly. So stay tuned for that. Probably the end of the month. But I am giving a Key 2 away. I promise.
Christopher Walker says, how bright is the display? Does it seem bright or dim?
It's probably my guess, based on without doing the display calibration tool, which we're doing right now, is probably 250 nits of brightness, maybe slightly under that.
So if it's not 250 nits, what will you do?
What will you do?
Yeah, I mean, if you lose the bet, then what?
But like, what's the range that I have to get in? Does it have to be 250 on the dot? Because it's going to be 25. It's going to be probably like 225 or 2.
I'll give you 5 nits either way.
Okay, 5 nits, fine. Okay, if it's 5 nits, I say 225. Okay, that's my final
You just
answer.
said okay.
225 is my final answer.
Okay, well, let's see what we get.
Okay, we're going to do that. What do you guys say in the comments? Well, actually, guys, it's not really fair because you guys don't have the laptop in front of you. So, okay, I'm just setting up the tool.
Excision says you should review gaming monitors.
You know what? I love reviewing monitors, but I just don't get a lot here in the studio. I mean, I can start requesting them. It's just, I don't know. They don't excite me as much as like laptops do.
So if it's not 225 and you're 5 above or below, someone from the comments will have to pick what you do as a loser.
All right, but it has to be PG, okay? Like can't like go outside and I don't know tackle. I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna stop right there. All right, let's plug this in. Hello from Serbia. Hello, Mihalo Vasov. Welcome to the channel. Tom is dropping down that Deutschland talk or Danish in the conversation, keeping things bilingual. PUBG or Fortnite? PUBG! I'm sorry to say, but Fortnite is for Minecraft kids who have ADHD. I said it. I said it. Come at me, bro. All right, we're setting this up.
So people were talking about if you were to compare it to like the G7. Mike, for instance, says he thinks it's much closer to the G3. So what would you...
I actually have the G3 in the other room. I could bring it in here if you guys want, but I mean, I don't see the purpose of that. Let me put this in. Yeah, that's exactly what it'd be. It'd be like HP's G5 or G3 alternative. I wouldn't say G3 because the G3 can only spec so high. I'd probably say like G5. That'd be my guess.
So Ahmed asks, is it possible to change the internal swap RAM or M.2 slots?
Yes. So just like the Omen 15, I'm guessing this one's going to have a few things that you can upgrade. My guess, and I'm pretty like 90% accurate here, is that you can swap out the hard drives, the M2 SSD for an NVMe SSD if you really want to. You can swap out the RAM and probably the Wi-Fi card. But obviously the CPU and GPU will be soldered onto the motherboard. Okay, you know what? Let's start this first and I'll plug this in afterwards. Okay.
What's the refresh rate of the display?
60 hertz, but you can buy this in 144 as well. So probably, again, similar to the Omen 15 version. I honestly think this is exactly like the Omen 15, but with like less of a paint job, less of the name, just kind of like to hit that budget market. You're pretty much getting the exact same laptop is my feeling.
Okay, questions. Jaredwick says, will you review the Alienware 17R5?
So I did review it. Oh, did I review the 17? No, I reviewed the 15. I haven't reviewed the 17. As of right now, I don't have any plans to review the 17-inch version, but I did review the 15R4, and I basically just said don't buy it because the overheating with it is so bad that it is just not worth to even buy. But I think the 17 has a bigger chassis, so it could be better for heat management.
Do you know how much it weighs?
This?
Yes.
I think it's around 5 pounds. Augmented collaboration data. No. Okay. So first thing we're gonna do. I don't know if you guys can see the screen. I need a third hookup so you guys can see the screen. We're going to hook this up. Okay, to this. What range of games can it play? So Olivia asked a great question. So if you're buying this laptop, what kind of games can you play? So with a 1050 Ti in general, you're usually be playing games between most games at medium settings. Some games you can bump it up to high. Games that are well optimized like Overwatch, Fortnite, you can play high on this. PUBG, you're gonna have to drop it down to low or keep it on medium and turn off a bunch of things like anti-aliasing and shadows and stuff like that to get a good frame rate. But
so a couple of quick questions. Wesley, yes, this is super live. Christopher, I think Matt said he's going to stream on Sunday night. So if you want frame rates and that kind of stuff,
that's correct.
that's the time.
I'm gonna stream Sunday night so you guys can see what this laptop can do. And for those of you that don't have the time or patience to sit through a stream, I'll also be doing a full review on this, so you can get the low down dirty 5-minute, 6-minute version of this laptop sometime next week.
The stream has finally struck gold for me.
Really?
Johnny641 says, Matty's looking fresh with the new haircut, LOL.
See? I told you someone likes my haircut.
I'm so glad someone noticed this monstrosity of a haircut.
I think it looks fantastic. Ash has been making fun of me the entire day to the point where he just stares at my hair in disgust. I need to know in the comments, is the haircut a go or is it a no?
Okay, is this thing VR capable?
1050 Ti is, I believe 1060 is, I think you need a 1060 to do VR. I think 1060 and above you need to do it for VR, so that would be, no, it's not VR capable.
How's the touchpad? Asks many people.
It's not bad. I mean, it's okay. It's plastic. It's a decent size. It's nothing like a glass touchpad. It's okay. I mean, you're not going to be writing home about how great this touchpad is. Okay, so it's doing the display test. Let's take some more questions. Tom, I hate your guts. Do not ask that question. I will not tell you if you can play Crisis or not, but it can play Solitaire. See, Gusta, so it's a no-go. So
Everyone
Dallas,
hates the hair.
what are we talking about? We have go. Dallas is trolling me because Dallas always does.
No, you're just missing the no part.
No, there's no no's. No, go. Everyone says it's a go, okay? Z-Mad, where's your barber?
See, there you go.
Can it play
One
Minecraft? I hate you, Shatter.
noticed, but he
It's
felt
a
it was
go.
too mean to point it out.
See? Damn good. Go, man. Damn good. People love the hair.
You're
All
just
right,
choosing
Ash?
to miss out all the other
There was
comments.
no mo's. No. Wow, now I'm stuttering. There's no no's. Keyboard. So, Nicola, the keyboard is good. I'm thinking around 1.5 millimeters of travel distance based on me touching this thing and groping it and getting really to know it. But yeah, keyboard's good. It's a numeric keypad, so it's full size. So if you're crunching numbers late at night from doing all your homework, you can do that with this. This looks like to be a bilingual keyboard because I bought this here in Canada. And yeah, it's a decent keyboard. It's fine. It's not my favorite gaming keyboard, but it's fine.
Okay, so Riddy wants to know thoughts on a 15-inch laptop for school. Is it too big? Was planning on getting the Aspire 7.
Oh, the Aspire 7. So I got to go hands-on with it in Berlin for IFA 2018. That product I'm very interested in reviewing because it's kind of like the Dell XPS 2-in-1 and the HP Spectre X360 that uses that AMD Intel GPU with Vega graphics. So it's kind of like a 1050 Ti. But man, it's thin. It's so light. It's around 3 pounds. So if that's like powerful enough for you, it's like the perfect device for school and has enough power that you can kind of like game on it between medium to low settings, which is really sweet. So yeah, let me review it first. Don't go out spending your money yet until I give you the go because you might buy it and you'd be like, oh no. So yeah, just wait till that happens first.
Gamers Paradise asks, if I'm looking for a laptop with a GTX 1060, 8750H, 144 hertz display, and a pretty good keyboard, what is the best option right now?
So the best options. What's like when guys, when you're asking me these questions, you got to give me a budget because like there's tons of amazing laptops if you want to spend $3,000 or $2,000. But if your budget's around mid-range, around 1150, then your options are the Acer Predator Helios 300 and the HP Omen 15 if you want a 144 hertz display. I personally think the Acer Predator Helios 300 has very slightly better heat management, but I do like the Omen 15 a little bit better because it's smaller and it has a USB Type-C Thunderbolt 3 port, whereas the Predator Helios 300 only has a regular USB Type-C port. But again, for a lot of people, that probably doesn't matter because you're not going to be hooking up an external GPU to it anyways.
Wesley, this is EST. This is
That's correct.
Canada.
Eastern Standard Time.
Okay,
Yes.
Christopher says, something I'm curious about, does the ports on the right side affect right-handed mouse users?
Okay, so the right-hand side, there is a barrel connector. So that could be annoying if I'm like right-handed. So you'll have to extend your arm a little bit out or tuck the barrel connector around the monitor like this so it doesn't get in the way. Then you're fine. But there's only like your HDMI port and your RJ45. So I can't see it being that big of a deal if you're on the go. Oh, shit. I might just ruin my calibration.
Nahian says, please can you just reply to me just for once, this or the G7?
This model specifically, obviously the G7, just because it's a mid-range laptop, you're getting more power, and it's a little bit more luxurious. But, I mean, this is a budget laptop.
So on that note, John says the Dell G series is generally priced up by $50 to $200. What do you think about that?
I think, look, Dell makes pretty good laptops. I think if you're going to spend the money, it shouldn't matter which company you're going for. You got to find the right laptop for you. So if you're the person who wants super, super light and portable, then you're going to want a GF63, right? If you're, you want a little bit of finesse and you're brand loyal, then yeah, get a Dell.
Sorry, I just need to interrupt you. Angelina says, your haircut looks like my grandfather's.
Screw you, Angelina. That hurts my feelings. It hurts me a lot. I thought we were friends. I thought we had something going on.
Justin asks, hey, new to the eastern US side, what state are you based out of?
I am in the state of Canada. Okay? I'm not in the United States. I'm not part of America.
Best laptop under $2,000.
The best laptop under $2,000. Oh, man. For gaming or just like for regular use?
Must there be a question? Just any, what's your best laptop under 2,000?
If you can score like I know thermal throttles, but like XPS 15 or maybe if you can grab a Surface Book 2, those would be my picks. But I am a content creator, so it's a little bit different for everybody. Okay, here we go. What is the color accuracy like? Are you guys ready? I have to save this first. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is what...
Just read it out to people.
No. I'm going to show the calibrated, uncalibrated. So right now you look at the uncalibrated view.
So far away.
And this is the calibrated view. Yeah, you can't tell. Yeah, anyways, you can't tell. But anyways, let's find out.
Use that magical voice of yours to describe to people what it's like.
Oh, okay. 66% sRGB. I thought it was going to be slightly worse than that, but it's still not the greatest. And 50% Adobe RGB, so right around where I expected. So now, I'll just repeat that one more time because I said it pretty fast. 66% sRGB and about 50% Adobe RGB. So pretty much in line with the Dell G7 60Hz panel, in line with the HP Omen 15 panel, in line with the Lenovo Y530 panel. So they're all very similar. IPS. Now let's do the brightness because we have a bet going on. And I think it's going to be 225 nits.
Yeah,
Okay?
you originally said 250, so...
No, but it's 225. That's where we started, okay?
No, you started at 250.
Don't be that guy. Okay, no one likes...
be that guy, that's for sure.
Don't be that guy.
Okay, so San says, what gaming laptop
Yeah.
should I expect to be released under 1,000K this fall? Maybe $1,000? 1K?
So this fall, the only thing you're going to find for under $1,000 that's coming out is the updated Lenovo Y530 probably. I can't think of anything else that's coming out cheaper. Oh, the Inspiron. I think Dell's releasing some Inspiron laptops for under $1,000 for gaming. I think.
Javin is in a bit of a pickle. He says he can't decide between the G7 or the HP Own. He says he'll be using it for video editing, photo editing, for travel, light gaming, and occasionally streaming. What do you think would be the better option?
Okay, so if you're doing photo editing, right off the bat, don't even bother getting the Dell G7 because that display on the 60Hz model is terrible. I'd obviously gravitate towards the HP Omen 15 just because on the 144Hz panel version, the display has a pretty good color accuracy. Plus, you're getting a slightly more powerful GPU. And it's just more value for the money. So definitely gravitate towards the HP Omen 15.
Okay, some development on these questions. What about the speaker?
We're going to test that out.
Test that. Best laptop for gaming under $2,000.
Oh, shit. Hold on. Best laptop for gaming under $2,000. Do you have the split different? Hold on a second, guys. Okay, here we go. Best laptop for under $2,000. I would say if you can get an Asus Zephyrus, that's one of my favorite gaming laptops. Oh, sorry. Yeah, if you can score a good deal on a Asus Zephyrus, if you want something like premium, but if you don't care about being premium, I would probably grab the Acer Predator Helios 500. It's a bit thick, but the cooling's great. It's well built, has a GTX 1070. You can get into a Core i9 if you really want to and have to worry about it overheating on you. And you can get like a really great deal on it for like $1,700, which is a steal. If you don't mind like bigger, chunkier, repulsive looking laptops, but it's a great laptop.
So people really want to know about the thermals for this device.
Yeah, so thermals, I don't know if we're gonna be able to test out today, but just because it takes a while to do it properly.
Twitch stream?
But it will be on my Twitch stream because I'm gonna be gaming for at least a couple of hours. And obviously it's gonna be my full review. So if you wanna see it right away, hit me up on Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, twitch.tv/MattMoniz. If not, then you're just going to have to wait till next week when the review's released.
So Mark Science says he's looking for a cheap laptop but good performing convertible and was wondering why there aren't many reviews on the HP Envy X360 or Pavilion X360 line. Any advice?
So to be honest with you, the reason why there's no reviews on those laptops because getting a review unit from HP is like next to impossible. Only a couple of people have reviewed it so far, and HP is just terrible, and I mean absolutely terrible at getting review units out. They're like the worst out of all the companies I've dealt with. So I want to review it still. HP, if you're watching this, smarten up, send me one. I'll review it. I got people asking about it. They're ready to throw down their hard-earned cash. So make it happen. Okay? Tell Tom to stop slacking.
All right, so a couple of questions. First up, Angelina says, where's the button to support Matt, that join button? By the way, if you don't remember, she's the one that really took it to you for the haircut.
Yeah, I know. She really insulted my hair and made me cry.
Which was amazing.
The join button should be on the main page of my YouTube channel. And she's talking about the special perks that you get by being part of the community. There's like that YouTube support thing. So if that's something you're interested in, it's like $5 a month. Come join. You get some special access to certain things. That'd be great.
What's your quick thoughts on the RTX cards for laptops?
I wouldn't get too excited about them right now. I think, NVIDIA's doing great stuff with them, but you're not going to see like crazy performance gains compared to the Pascal cards we're using. I think we're going to have to wait another year or two until we actually see games optimized to use ray tracing.
Tom says, Matt, are you planning to use Snapchat for BTS?
Nope. I'm done with Snapchat. I got to cut things out. I got too many things going on. It's hard to like do all social media, but Snapchat's done for me.
Jazeb Zizu says, the Mi Notebook Pro GTX, review it.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to get my hands on it. It's tough.
Javin says, appreciate the advice. Definitely my go-to channel for laptop reviews.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Shankar says, how is the MSI PS42?
MSI PS42. I want to review it. I'm going to try to get my hands on it. Oh, man, I lost. Damn. Are you guys ready for their verdict?
What is it?
The nits of brightness on this laptop at 100% is 265 nits, which is...
It's actually better than you thought. So.
Better than I thought it'd be. So, like, for example, I have the Dell here, a little sneak peek. I have the Dell G3 on the other room over there. That one only gets like 217 nits of brightness. So the panel on this one is actually better than the one on the Dell G3. Okay, display done. We got the calibration out of the way. Next thing.
Hold up.
What?
So, because you lost, people need to come up with something.
Right.
So, let's hear it. In the meantime, Eric Hello, Zach, donated $2.
Well, thank you, Eric. That is very kind of you. I appreciate it. You're the best, and I appreciate anybody that supports me. And of course, I don't care if you support me as long as you're here to enjoy yourself. That's all that really matters.
His question was, what laptop is best if he needs to eat loaded nachos whilst gaming?
What laptop is best if he eats to eat loaded nachos while gaming? Oh, man. Okay. You don't want to go for any metal build laptop because your nacho sticky fingers are going to get all over the lid. It's going to look disgusting. You probably want something plastic so it's easy to wipe off. So I'd probably go for something cheap. So like maybe like the Dell G5 or maybe the Lenovo Y530 since it's smaller. You might miss the spill from the nachos while you're eating. It won't hit the laptop. Those would be great options. Or you can just wear rubber gloves and put plastic, kind of like your grandmother does on their like couches and carpets and stuff.
Justin asks a good question. He said, price aside, is there a best laptop with thermals that can work under the 8th gen Intel CPUs that will not throttle?
Is there a best laptop that won't throttle? Yes, if you go thick. Okay, you have to go thick. Because if you don't, the chassis and all these laptops are too thin to have like the most maximized options. Like stuff like the Helios 500, thick. Don't buy the don't buy the Dell Alienware 15. That should not be overheating, but it is, and it's like an 8-pound laptop. It's ridiculous. So thicker the chassis, the better.
We have some good comments today. Monway says, to be honest, who wants to support Matt with that haircut?
Hey! What is this? What is this?
I don't know, these comments are awesome.
Okay, SoundCloud, sound test, right? You guys ready for the sound test? Let's do this. So we got speakers at the top here. Let's do my usual go-to person here. Okay, you guys ready? Quiet, please, so you can hear the music. Tim, shh. Tom, quiet. Javin, let's focus here. The music's about to play. Here we go.
Open sesame.
I got too many problems. I smoke too many swishes. Rolling till that table wobble. I roll around with women who be off the full bottle. And if you want it, I can give it, but I don't got to. I make my flows viral.
It's not bad. It's clean. It's very clean.
It's clean, but it's very, very low.
Yeah, it's low. I mean, the benefit is that at least you have the speakers hitting you upwards rather than on the bottom, so it avoids that whole tinny sound. But yeah, it's definitely low, but it's very clean. So
okay,
that's
so good. It's a unanimous. Everyone has said their piece.
Okay. Rap or dance? Tom says rap.
Basically, you're gonna have to dance. So you're gonna have to get up and dance. So
I'll dance at the end. Let's just go through this first, okay? Because if we don't, we're never gonna get this done.
All right, go for it.
All right. So we done the sound test. Do you guys want me to open it up? What time is it? 4:40. Okay. So here's the next options. We can either open it up. I can test hard drive speeds, if that's something you want to see. I can test. I'm not gonna have time to play games on it. That'll be saved for Sunday. So basically, read and write speeds on the hard drive, or do you guys want me to open it up?
Shave your head.
Shave my head. No dance now. It's pretty Bangin' Olufsen. Definitely Bangin' Olufsen. So far we have just people yelling at me to dance like a bunch of perverts. So we got one person saying open. Next up is thermals. I mean, we could do a quick thermal test. I mean, it's not going to be very accurate because I'm going to be running it for like 5 minutes. But if you guys want to check thermals quickly, we can do that.
Everyone wants you to open it.
Open.
Rock says.
Okay, open it is.
You have to download BNO audio control, and you can make it much louder through software.
Like right now, there's a bunch of updates happening. So I don't know if it's the best time to test thermals because there might be a BIOS update or something, and that could possibly lead to better thermals if it's having issues. So let's wait till I update this computer to do a proper thermal test. But I will open it up right now.
What's the noise like on idle?
I'd probably say around 40 decibels based on using my ear experience. That's a thing. Great. Windows updates. God damn it. Okay. We've got Windows updates happening, 15%, but it looks like it's going fast. In the meantime, shoot me some questions. Okay, we're going to do open first. I will not eat the laptop. Do not be that guy. Tom, dance open.
Mr. Rafid says, opening is very hard for this laptop.
Oh, great.
I don't think you could do worse than the other thing that you tried to open. What was that?
What was the other thing? The MSI laptop?
You just took forever.
I just took forever. I mean, I opened up the HP Omen 15 pretty
Which is
quickly.
terrible.
So this should be pretty quick too. So I'm professional. You do this for a living. You get used to opening up these laptops. Just gotta wait for Windows Update to finish over here.
What was the song that you played? What's the name of the song?
By a guy named DJ Grumble. I forget the name of the song, but if you go to his page on SoundCloud, you can find it there. He's a
Rock
great creator.
continues and says, and yes, I also downloaded the new BIOS. It's much better.
Good. That's the same issue that happened to the Omen 15. The original BIOS didn't do a good job with the fans. The new version helped. And I'm telling you, this is pretty much an Omen 15, but removing the lipstick, maybe going a little bit cheaper on some of the materials, but it's an Omen 15.
Matt asks, should I buy the Razer Blade 15 or the Surface Book 2 or wait till October for new
Okay, so
announcements?
great questions from Matt. First of all, beautiful name. I like your name. It's special. Second of all, Razer Blade 15. I mean, like you're comparing a gaming laptop with like a powerful a CPU to like a Surface Book, which has a great GPU, but using the U series. So here's the thing. If you don't think you're going to utilize that H series processor for content creation or extreme loads that utilize more than 4 cores, then get the Surface Book 2 because you're going to get much better battery life and still be able to game on it very comfortably. But if you're planning to stream and do Premiere or compile tons of code, then you might be better off with the Razer Blade 15, as long as you don't mind the heft. All right, time to open up this bad boy.
So whilst you're doing that, Raphael asks, do you really think it's worth it compared to other laptops in the same price range?
I'll tell you what, one thing for sure that I noticed is definitely priced higher than other laptops in the price range. Let me think about it, sit on it for a little while, review it first, and I'll give you more of an opinion in my full review. How's that?
Sorry, dude. Jazz Bizu or Jazeb Zizu says, you're replacing Dave 2D for me, Matt. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yo, Angelina just hit you up with $3.99.
Thank you,
and
Angelina.
asks when you can't find the join button.
Thank you, Angelina. I very appreciate it. It should be on the main page. I'll try and link it to you.
If you have any more hair jokes, please feel free to send them through.
Let's refrain from crushing my soul.
So remember to find out what the battery size is.
Yeah, we'll do
Everyone
that as
wants to
soon
know.
as we open it up. We'll go through everything I tell you.
Tech Rev says, should he or she go for the Pavilion or the MSI GF laptop you reviewed earlier?
Okay, so this is obviously more powerful just because it's not using a Max Q, it's using a full-size 1050 Ti, and you're getting a faster hard drive because you're getting 2 of them, but you are sacrificing portability. Be quite honest, this one is, it's heavier, but it's not that much heavier, so if you don't mind a little bit more heft, I'd honestly go for this over the MSI GF63. But if like maximizing like complete portability is your top priority, then get the GF63 instead.
I am surprised by how decent this looks.
No, it looks actually, I like it. It's clean. Like it's a nice, clean looking laptop, There's no like crazy patterns all over it that looks like it's gonna like insert a probe in your butt while you're sleeping. It just looks nice and clean, and that's something special for gaming. You don't want like crazy looking laptops unless you're like, I don't know.
Asim asks, hey, I'm going to buy a Lenovo IdeaPad 720S with the MX150. Is it a good option?
It's a good option if you're on a budget. The MX150 is a decent, it's a decent card. Very decent card.
So Angelina still can't find the join button. What country are you from, Angelina? Is it available in all countries?
Yeah, it's the join button for perks. It should be on the main. If you go to my website, not my website, my YouTube page, you should be able to see it. It should be there. But Angelina, if you're on my Discord server and you still can't find the join button, I'll send you a link later. How easy was that? Who said it was hard to open up this laptop? I want your name and address because I'm going to talk to your parents. I don't know about what, but it's very easy to open up. Okay, so let's go through all the stuff. Okay. So here's what we got. First and foremost, the battery size is 52 watt hours. So this is exactly the same as the Lenovo Y530. No, the Acer Predator Helios 300. So that means battery life on this thing is probably not going to be that great. So don't expect good battery life out of this. So over here on the right-hand side, we have a 2.6 So 2.5-inch regular hard drive. I can't tell you the RPMs on this because it's on the other side of the hard drive, so I can't see, but I'm assuming it's 7200. You can check on their website. We have 2 RAM sticks over here. So this can be upgraded to 32 gigabytes. Right now we have 16 in here. If you want 32, you got to swap them out for 2 16 sticks. Wi-Fi card. If you don't like it for whatever reason, you can swap it out. And here we have the main boot drive, the C drive, the M2 SSD. I think this is an SSD, not an NVMe. Yeah, this is a regular SSD, which is I think 128 gigabytes. Yeah, 128 gigabyte. Actually, no, sorry, this is NVMe. This is an NVMe drive, so it's faster than a regular SSD.
Yo, Phil Dennis joined late. He said, what's the model of this laptop?
This is the HP Pavilion Gaming laptop. It's the 15T, I believe. Cooling solution. We have a 2 heat pipe solution going across the middle, covering the GPU and CPU. We have 2 fans to keep things cool. Very typical for this type of setup. I would have loved to see 3 heat pipes. I don't think there's one on the other side. Let me just take a quick look. Yeah, no. It's a very typical setup. And that's pretty much it. And I actually think there's a version of this, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure there's a version of this laptop that you can get with Intel Optane. But quite honestly, what's the point of getting Intel Optane if you have 2 slots for drives? Like, just get the main drive SSD, the second one a bigger terabyte drive, and you're going to get better speeds anyways, just because that cache is only so big. All right, so that's the inside of this laptop. Any more questions before I close this up? Right now is your last chance. Okay, I don't hear anybody.
Nope, people are just talking about a comment from a dude or a woman says, Razer Blade sucks, Gigabyte Aero makes better thin gaming laptops.
Yeah, you know what? Razer Blade is a very sketchy company. That's all I have to say. I'm not going to get too much into details, but...
Eric has donated $5. Super cool dude.
Thank you, Eric. That's very kind of you. I mean, you guys don't need to donate anything to me. I really mean that. I just like doing this.
Or you can just give us all your money.
Ash wants all your money.
I need to buy a house, so...
Ash wants to buy a house and get me a new haircut.
He says, I insist on eating loaded chili fries whilst playing PUBG. I'm an absolute slob. What would be the best rig for me? A shower.
Yes, a shower would be the best. Just play in the shower. That'd be your best option. Or just buy a desktop and then just like replace the keyboard every once in a while. Or buy cheap keyboards.
So Angelina is in the States, I believe. You're going to have to check it out.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out for you, Angelina. Hit me up on Twitter or Discord or, I don't know, Pigeon. Send a pigeon and I'll find out for you.
Joshua asks, how do you get the silver on? Because it's green on the website. And I'm assuming he's talking about the backlight.
Yeah, so the backlighting, there's versions of this laptop with green lighting. I don't know why mine's white. Maybe because I'm white. Dad joke! So I don't know why that's the issue here. I need thicker Phillips screw head. But yeah, there are versions of this with green. I'd have to look into it why some of them are green, why some of them are not.
Nicola asks, can you upgrade this to 32 gigabytes of RAM?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can, my friend.
Elias. Pavilion versus Omen 15 for rendering and CAD.
Honestly, like I said, I haven't tested this out laptop so far, but based on my first inspection, this is pretty much an HP Omen 15. Like, I'm not seeing that much of a difference in terms of design and the way it's structured inside to be that much different from the Omen 15. So you might want to just look at this instead. But let me do my review first, okay? And I'll give you guys my full opinion. Because you can get this with a 144 Hz display. So if you're doing design work, you're going to want that monitor instead. Not because of the 144 Hz. That's really not going to do much for you in terms of design. Just because that panel specifically has a lot better color accuracy than their 60 panel versions or 60 Hz panel versions.
So, Cubinator Creed says, is the Asus Zephyrus M a good laptop, especially thermal-wise?
Yes. Asus did a good job with the Zephyrus M. The thermals are good. It's one of my favorite more premium gaming laptops. I really like what Asus is doing with their thermals, at least in their high-end devices. At least based on my experience.
That's a dope, says Yo.
Well, that's dope to you too, Yo.
No, his name is That's Dope.
Oh, sorry. But you're dope.
Alienware dead after leaving Clevo Designs. Today's Alienware is hot, non-upgradable, and expensive.
Yeah, honestly, do not buy an Alienware this year, especially the 15-inch models. They're just trash. I mean, like, okay, I wouldn't say they're trash. That's a bit excessive. Well, you know what? It is trash. Let's get down to the brass tacks here, people. If your laptop is overheating, just sitting on idle, that's trash in my books. So yeah, I would not buy an Alienware right now. They need to redesign their shit and get their stuff together. Because it's ridiculous. That's an expensive product. Like, people are spending thousands of dollars. Why can't I get this damn screw in? They're spending thousands of dollars on this beautiful gaming machine, and it overheats on idle. At least the Core i9 version, which is crazy.
Josh asks quickly, Surface Book 2 for gaming.
You know what? It's fine. I mean, if you're going to buy the Surface Book 2 for gaming, I'd buy it for content creation first, gaming second. But yeah, I could totally game. Like, I use it to game sometimes. It's fine.
Mahir asks, what wax do you use for your hair?
I use
It's
paste.
earwax.
I don't use earwax. I use paste. It's by KMS Hair Play.
Eric is doing his thing. He donated another $5.
Eric, stop, buddy. I appreciate you. You really don't have to do this. I just
And
love your hair, man.
He asks, I'm considering not paying for my natural gas bill. What laptop would be best at keeping my lap cozy and warm?
Definitely. Oh,
The
man.
Alienware, no?
The Alienware. That thing will keep you warm all winter. Alienware, you can get, yeah. You can get a MacBook Pro and not update it to the software fix. That'll keep you nice and warm. Okay, we're all in. What's the last thing we have to test? There's one more thing we're supposed to do.
People, when you guesstimated the decibel readings, people want a more exact.
Okay, well, you know what?
reading.
I have a decibel meter here.
So why don't you do it the first
So
time?
let's do it. Let's just do it. I think we should, right? The people have spoken.
CNF CWP, is the Sony XZ3 worth $700?
Depends. Do you like Sony that much? I mean, I'm fighting to get a review unit, so let me review it first. But you know, it's Sony. Like, everyone, there's a lot of people who hate them. There's a lot of people who are passionate about them. I'm from the '90s, so I have like this nostalgia towards Sony. So I want them to succeed, just because I have that connection. But let me review it first, and I'll get back to you. But their cameras, totally underrated. A lot of people are not talking about them. It makes me angry inside.
Crispy Meme Cream says, do you think you can do a review or compare against the Acer Predator 18?
Acer Predator 18. Yeah, if I get my hands on it.
Tom says, Matt, you suck with opening and closing laptops. This is very, very true.
Hey, this was easy. This was fast, Tom. You've seen me do other laptops. Sometimes it takes me like the whole stream just to close. Damn it! Another Windows update. Always getting in the way. Okay, we're going to do a quick thermal test.
Panos says, hello from Greece.
Panos.
All right, so we have 5 minutes. You should do your bet that
Yeah,
you
we're
lost.
going to do the... First we're going to do the idle temp... This thing, right?
Well, because it's starting up, so use your time wisely, my friend.
The only problem is we have the Shoguns in the background, which have a fan on right now, and we can't turn them off. So it's not going to be that accurate.
I mean, it is if you stick it pretty close.
Okay, fine. I'll stick it pretty close. Okay, so this is the laptop on idle after booting up. I'm going to turn it on. Can you switch the screen for them?
You can just read it out.
Okay, I'll read it out. Okay, everyone be quiet, please. Shh. You Gunter, quiet. Okay, so about 44 decibels after booting up. I'm sure it will go a little bit lower after things settle. And again, I haven't updated the BIOS yet. I haven't installed all the drivers, so it's quite possible that the fan noise will get lower. So 44 on after boot up. Okay.
Is the SSD upgradable or not?
Yes, you can swap it out and upgrade it to any size you want.
Roderick is in the house. He says,
Roderick, my boy.
don't blow this one out.
Don't worry, I'm not putting any liquid metal on it this time, okay? I promise.
By the way, that laptop is totally broken.
No, it's not.
I'm kidding.
It still works beautifully.
For now.
Everything I touch turns into beautifulness. Okay, what's the next question?
People want you to dance, man.
I'm not dancing.
You lost the bet. You're going to have to dance before we bow out.
Well, okay, fine. Before we bow out, but we have 5 minutes left. So let's do a couple of questions, and then we're going to end this up. So anyways, before I end this up, I mean, that's pretty much it for this laptop right now. I'm not going to go into any more details. But if you want to see the frame rates per second, if you want to see the gameplay, if you want to see heat management, join me this Sunday on Twitch, twitch.tv/MattMoniz. I'll be there. With that being said, let's take some questions. This is the lightning round. Let's get them going on here, people.
I will scroll back up. Okay, so have you ever opened a laptop when put it together and it didn't work?
No. I've never had that issue. I've had that issue with desktop PCs, but never with laptops.
One time was pretty close.
Which time?
The Xiaomi.
Oh, yeah. One time was pretty close, but we'll not speak of that incident. It did work, though. There was no issues. Does anybody want to buy a Xiaomi? No, I'm just joking.
Eric says, I'm going to keep donating until your hair stops being awesome.
Yes, I love Eric. This guy needs to be in all of our streams. I need to start donating to Eric. Never mind him donating to me. This guy is the best. He needs to be here all the time.
Thoughts on the i7 9th gen leaks?
Oh, I can't wait for them to come out. The 9900Ks. I really, really want one. Like, badly. 8
So
cores?
for people that aren't super up to date, so what is it?
Okay, so for those up to date, Intel announced the 9th series of CPUs. So the big one, like the 8700K, is going to be the 9700K. And that's going to have 8 cores instead of 6. So, I mean, you don't need to spend tons of money on, like, I don't know, Intel's higher-end processors to do great stuff. But I've also heard, because they're bumping it up to 8 cores, they're going to turn off hyper-threading, which could be an issue as well. But 100%. Oh, my God, Jesus! See? Brendan knows. Brendan knows what a good haircut is, okay?
You're clearly rigging this.
See, everyone's been hating me on TV, but Brendan comes in here, lays it down, and he knows what a good haircut is when he sees one, okay? Thank you, Brendan. That is so generous of you. I really appreciate it. I'm cutting my hair like this every day now, just for Ash, because he hates it. You should have seen him today in the car when I picked him up. He was just staring at me like he just wanted to like jump out the car and into traffic.
Yeah, it looked ridiculous.
Brendan, you're the man. I thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, Cuban
Questions?
says, should we wait for RTX laptops or buy laptops with GTX GPUs?
Don't wait for RTX laptops. Buy laptops now. You're not going to see a huge performance gain. If you need a laptop, buy it, people. Don't wait 10 years. Just do it.
Johnny says, I bought a new laptop. Do you have any advice on looking after it? I think you're the worst person to ask for that.
Okay, well, I can give some advice. So if you have a laptop, keep the vents clean. Make sure there's no dust. Every 6 months, open it up. Get a spray can. Make sure there's no dust clogging up the vents. If you're a hardcore enthusiast, I'd probably repaste the CPU, but only if you're like a really hardcore enthusiast, especially with a gaming laptop, so you can keep things cool as possible. Besides that, yeah, keep the keyboard clean.
Our Shattered Legacy says, did you know that there's actually a third color for the Pavilion Gaming?
What
there's
color?
an ultraviolet one that looks rather interesting, but he wonders if it'll destroy your eyes at night.
Probably, especially if you have a lightsaber beside you.
Stray Sheep says, what stuff can be upgraded?
What?
What's so funny?
Eric's comment.
It hasn't come up on
Oh, it
mine
hasn't
yet.
come up in yours? Oh,
I'm
I
still
guess I
making
see
my
them.
way through the
Okay,
questions.
sorry. I'll stick to Ash's comments because...
Stray Sheep says, what stuff can be upgraded?
Okay, so both hard drives can be upgraded and the RAM. Everything else is soldered onto the motherboard. Oh, and the Wi-Fi card can be upgraded as well.
Nicola says, ever planning to open up a smartphone?
I want to. I'm afraid to. Actually, maybe I should open up some of the ones I drop tested. That could be good. That could be good.
Which is better, Helios 300 or HP Pavilion? Please read my comments. Please, please, please.
HP,
Smiley face, smiley
HP,
face, smiley face, smiley face, smiley
oh,
face.
Oh my God, smiley faces. There's a 1060 version of this. I don't know how it is, but the Acer Predator Helios 300 will probably be cheaper and offer better value. That's a short answer.
Tom is my man. He says, cut off your hair.
Tom is we call him Tom the Tech Savage on our Discord server because he's the super savage, but like he's the nicest guy ever. But if you want to see Tom get his most savage, you got to get on the Discord server. And no, Tom, I am not cutting off my hair today, but I will one of these days, or I'll just go naturally bald.
Thank
I'm
you
gonna bald
for
soon.
the donations.
Thank you guys. I really
mean,
appreciate it.
I don't see any of them, so I don't know why.
Well,
I'm thanking
Tom donated. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. He wants me to cut off my hair. And Eric again donated another $5, which I really do appreciate. Guys, please stop. Let's just chat. That's all I want. Keep
Did
your
you
money.
see the OnePlus 6T box pics? And
I
what are your
did.
expectations from the 6T?
I can't wait to get my hands on it. I can't wait until it's going to be announced. I hope it's soon because, yeah, it looks like a great phone. I mean, OnePlus is killing it.
On the Poco phone.
Glad you guys asked. Tomorrow I got a video coming out. And if you guys have been watching my channel for the past, I don't know, year or so, you know I do split screen videos where I'm talking to my evil twin. And that video, my friends, is coming tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern time. That's 4 p.m. German time. I don't know why I picked Germany, but yeah. So tomorrow is a video you're not going to want to miss. So make sure you hit the notification bell on my channel and tell your mom.
Crispy Meme Cream says Acer Predator Helios 300 versus the HP Pavilion laptop.
HP, I'd still probably go for the Acer Predator Helios 300 for sheer performance and value. This will be more expensive, but if money's not an object, take a look at the HP Pavilion 1060 version. You might like the form factor and the size a little bit better.
Yosef says, please review the Y27G.
The Y27G, what's that? I have no idea what that is. I have to look it up. Eric, thank you again. What did that comment say? Can you? I can just do this.
That was from before.
Oh, it's from before.
I think so. I don't know. Read it out.
My German short hair pointer likes Battlefield 4. Still recommending laptop for him. He spends lots of time on the train. Oh my god.
I love where this is going.
Okay, so for your German point here, he spends a lot of time on the train. So he definitely needs good battery life. So I wouldn't go with like your regular gaming laptop. I'd probably drop down to something with less performance, maybe like the AMD Vega Intel CPU laptops, like the X360 or the, what's it called? The Dell XPS 2-in-1. It'll be nice and light for your dog to carry, and it won't be too conspicuous or too overbearing while he's on the train killing noobs. Next question comes from him again. Where is it? I stopped donating when you stopped telling us to stop donating. All right. Thank you guys so much for this awesome stream. I appreciate all of your questions. We're gonna wrap it up right here. You guys have been awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, Twitch, 9 p.m. this Sunday. We're going to be streaming from this laptop to show gameplay. Amazing video coming out tomorrow. The split screen Pocophone versus another phone. You're not going to want to miss that. And yeah, stay tuned till next week for the next live stream. Have a great weekend, guys, and I'll talk to you later.
Smile for the people. There you go.
You gonna say goodbye to Ash?